Was that for your bat nipples? A little different than what I've normally done, but hey, here we go. What's up everybody, I'm Coda the Brave, and welcome back to my channel. Been a while. Did that vlog with my wife in Kroger just for the fun of it. Not really for the purpose of any views or anything, and this one's not really for the views, but a way for me to document and to show other people like me who want to follow Batman cosplays and how they do things and how they process everything, kind of for you guys. I'm going to be reviewing the suit from SuperHero Concepts. It's a bodysuit that I've been looking at for a while and finally made the plunge and got it. I've been looking for a bat suit for a long time. I got this cowl here, it's hard to believe, it's about 7, almost 8 years ago. And that's technically when this whole Batman, road to Batman began. So it started with that, and then it was the emblem, the chest emblem itself. This is from Reeves FX. It's a great cowl, great quality, it's awesome. However, it is getting a little bit on the older side, so I'm afraid to overstress it. So I don't know if I will be using this one to the point I've already purchased a different cowl with a completely different look to go with what I'm wanting for this suit. Now with the emblem here itself, this was purchased from Tigerstone FX, another popular Batman-oriented cosplay, superhero cosplay group that creates these awesome designs for chest emblems or gauntlets or belts, things like that. But mainly today what I'm going to be talking about is the suit itself. Now this was a long time coming between getting that and then getting the emblem. I've had that for a couple of years as well. It was very difficult for me to find a suit that really struck home with what I was going for. And that was, I wanted to be very comic book meets real life kind of thing. I came across SuperHero Concepts here, link down in the description for their Facebook page, and I thought it fit very well with the whole comic book meets realism. It's cartoony, but it's not. It still has that somewhat realistic aspect to it. So this video is kind of a two-part thing here, built into one video. One half of this is just kind of talking about my plans, and then the other half is actually doing the review for this suit. I have a couple of things I want to say about it, both pros and cons to the suit itself, as well as what it was like to work with SuperHero Concepts. So yeah, let's get started. So one of the things about this suit that I like so much is how well it fits my frame. I'm a pretty small guy compared to Batman, for example, and it does a good job at hugging my frame without it making me look like a small guy in a big muscle suit. It's flattering in my opinion. It hugs right. The only con to the muscles, and I'll show you guys when I'll suit up so you can see it as well. But it was something I expected because you can kind of see it in some of their photos on their Facebook page if you look carefully enough. The backs of the shoulders stick up quite a bit. I've been looking at what I can do to fix that issue. It's not necessarily going to be very noticeable because I'll have a cape on, and that's also another factor to it too, is all the muscles are in the front. It's completely, here, I'll just pull it off. It's completely just fabric in the back, and that does bug some people to an extent, and I can understand why. It would be cool if they did come up with a design where they had some back muscles. Like I have no butt, so to have something down here to help, you know, give me a little bit of whatever, you know what I mean. That's, yeah, really it's up to personal preference. You're gonna have a cape on, and most of the time the people who want to see this are gonna be the kids that are out and about at the con or it's Halloween. They don't care what you look like behind the cape. They want to see the front, and that's all they're gonna focus on. So the cost of this suit was around $800 US, a little more after you count like shipping and taxes and all that stuff. It does come from the UK. So there is that aspect of having to ship globally, but they were really cool. And he even went a step further by sending it priority to me when I didn't pay for that. He just did that on his own. But it didn't matter because of our current circumstances around the world. It was delayed 3 weeks anyways, or thereabout 3 weeks. So either way, it came out the same. But I appreciate the gesture nonetheless. It was very kind, and it's something he did not have to do. He also sent a couple of extra things I'll go over. These I'm going to be using for the forearms once I order gauntlets. That way, if I even need it, I probably will, judging by the size of my forearms. But it'll help just kind of fill in the gauntlet when it comes down to it. That way there's not this huge gap inside the gauntlet, so that'll help out as well. I already showed you my Tiger Stone Effects emblem, but he sent an emblem anyways, because from my understanding, it's just, it comes with the suit. So he gave me a couple options, and he said pick one. I went with this one because I thought it looked the coolest, even though I was pretty sure I was still going to use mine. It still does, yeah, kind of hard to do it when it's loose, but that gives you an idea. It still looks fantastic. It just has a little bit of that texture pattern. I don't know if you can see that. I have no idea if I'm even recording. As opposed to the smooth design that fits fairly well with the texture on the suit itself. It just has a nice, clean streamline, and with it being a thinner material as well compared to his emblem, it will most likely, once I glue everything in place, it'll fit within the ridges and everything quite nicely, and help give it that nice muscular, that emblem chest like Ben Affleck has. He sent these as well. I'm assuming they're supposed to be batterings. That's what the whole point of them is. You can put them on your belt or something like that. I might do that. I might find a way to incorporate that. They're pretty cool. They still have the excess latex on it and such. I didn't even know these were coming until I opened the box and they were there. I was like, oh, all right, cool. Well, there we go. That's awesome. Okay, so a couple of the cons for this suit. The suit is very hard to move in. I'm not saying like walk around and stuff, that's fine. But sitting down can be pretty obnoxious because this part right here obviously is just fabric. So when you go to sit, it like folds over itself and it keeps its shape because this has stronger abs than I do. So yeah, that's one of the cons, but that's gonna come with any suit. Watch any of the Batman movies from the 90s. The suit is pretty similar in design, and it has some weird quirks and weird bends in it if you look carefully enough too. So again, I already kind of talked about it. Again, was the back of the shoulders. They protrude and kind of sit up if you're at a weird angle. You can see it just sticking like straight out, and it just doesn't look symmetrical. Straight on, it looks perfectly fine. But yeah, on the sides, it looks kind of wonky. And one of the things too that you don't really notice from far away, but like if you're like up close to it, you notice it. There's just a couple of little tiny blemishes, just where the mold itself apparently isn't the cleanest mold. It's not the smoothest mold. It's a raw kit. It's very rough, very basic. Here you go. Do what you need to with it. Make it look pretty. Make it look nice. That's exactly what it is. But again, when you're up close, it's the only time you notice it. When you're far away, you don't notice it. And once you have the whole thing together, nobody's gonna notice it. One thing I do want to add also about the price of it is $800 is not that bad compared to other bat suits. I've been looking for bat suits for years now, like a while, okay? Let me tell you, if you've looked, kits are not cheap. Unless you're making it out of like foam, which can be very hit or miss, no offense. It can really vary on the quality of the suit itself. So for $800 to have a out-of-the-box wearable suit, it's not half bad, to be honest with you. I'm very pleased with the quality. It's heavy. It feels durable. I think the next best thing now would be to actually put the suit on. Maybe you will even throw the cowl on just so you can see it, what it would pretty much look like. And we'll take it from there. So yeah. Okay, here's the suit on. Again, like I said, everything looks nice and smooth. Everything's streamlined. It's not like sticking out or looking weird around the abs or anything like that. Chest is sitting nicely. Even from the front, the shoulders look good. Again, the only thing that bugs me is the back there. And as you can see, it kind of sticks out really badly. But I think with the right adhesive or Velcro or whatever I'm gonna do, I can help pull that in and make it look more streamlined where it doesn't do that bow there. It'll sit down nicer than that. So, of course you're gonna get that curl. That's with any bat suit. That's rubber, like any superhero suit at that case. That's got a rubber latex. It's gonna do that thing. I thought about doing some muscle suit underneath as well to help it hold its shape a little bit. But at the end of the day, no big deal. And here's the wide shot angle for you. Let you see everything. Again, when you go to sit down, this can kind of like bunch up on you, and it makes it kind of difficult to sit down all the way, especially when you have a utility belt in the way. But yeah, that's pretty much what the suit looks like. Otherwise, everything fits pretty comfortably. Everything motion-wise is good. But yeah, otherwise everything feels great. It's hot. It's definitely hot. It's not a summertime costume, that's for sure. Unless it's pitch black outside, maybe. Unless you're in the desert like me, where it's hot at nighttime sometimes too. So yeah, better yet, something like that. It's more or less. Can't look down. Doesn't look how. I'm Batman. But yeah, that's to kind of give an idea of what it'll look like before I have the cape and everything. Now I gotta get this off. Oh. Yeah, and yes, this is on an old lamp, by the way. I've already ordered the utility belt, so that'll be next, and looking into how I want to have some sort of Velcro strip like right in the middle, where I can put the belt there and then strap it to the back, and that way it's the same consistency every time. I'll also be figuring out how to attach the back of my shoulders to the suit itself. So once I do that, I'll record it to show you guys. So if you purchase this and you have that same issue because of your frame or just because of how the mold came out by chance, you can see how I fixed it if I get down to that point of being able to do that and it works. Yet otherwise, I'll be posting regular updates on the suit until I get to a final reveal, which would be awesome. So for those of you that tuned in to watch, feel free to leave comments down below asking me any questions that I'll answer to the best of my ability. And go check out everybody I talked about, but especially SuperHero Concepts. He was fantastic. I believe it's him and his buddy that do it. Great group of people. They're awesome. Super friendly. Responded to all my stupid questions that I had, all my nitpicking and whatnot. Shout out to them. Thank you guys so much. So thank you guys again for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day or night whenever you're watching this. And yeah, look forward to showing you the rest of it.